Lewis Hamilton was on his first timed lap on the supersoft tire and spun into turn 11, leaving a big flat spot on his front left, which may have compromised his race strategy. Lewis Hamilton was on his first timed lap on the supersoft tire and spun into turn 11, leaving a big flat spot on his front left, which may have compromised his race strategy. Daniel Ricciardo set the pace as title rivals Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel suffered problems in practice 2 for the Mexican GP. Ricciardo lowered the lap record set by Valtteri Bottas in practice 1 to top the timesheet with a 117.801. I think these last 3 races will be pretty close between the top 3 teams, said Ricciardo. Mercedes always have more on Saturday, so I think we still need to find a few tenths if we want to stay ahead of them. Hamilton was a tenth off the Australian in second, the championship leader recovering from a big spin on his first timed lap of the session, with Max Verstappen a further 0.03 of a second back. The Dutchman revealed he had tested new Ford 2018 components in practice 1 and then suffered an engine failure in P2, although he will avoid a penalty as the unit wasn't his scheduled race engine. Vettel was fourth but suffered a bizarre problem when the fire extinguisher in his Ferrari car exploded. His qualifying simulation was also compromised by an error on his first lap where he went wide at turn 11, so the true pace of his Ferrari has yet to be truly revealed. Sebastian Vettel had to return to the pit lane after something exploded in his cockpit, leading to a change of overalls. Sebastian Vettel had to return to the pit lane after something exploded in his cockpit, leading to a change of overalls. Kimi Räikkönen and Valtteri Bottas completed the top 6, both less than half a second off Ricciardo, to suggest there could be a three-way battle for pole on Saturday. Fernando Alonso was a very encouraging 7th for McLaren and just 7 tenths down on the best time, although the Spaniard will start from the back row after a 20-place grid penalty. Meanwhile, Romain Grosjean of Haas and Toro Rosso newcomer Pierre Gasly will enter Saturday with almost no running under their belts, having sat out practice 1 and suffered issues early in the afternoon session. Grosjean span on his second lap and the resulting puncture caused terminal damage to his Haas and brought out an early red flag. Gasly, meanwhile, was limited to just 10 laps by a power unit issue. Verstappen's session was also brought to a premature close by an engine problem, although Red Bull team principal Christian Horner confirmed to Sky F1 it was not his race power unit. Haas driver Romain Grosjean span in free practice 2, causing the session to be red flagged in Mexico. Haas driver Romain Grosjean span in free practice 2, causing the session to be red flagged in Mexico. Hamilton's strategy compromised. Hamilton is guaranteed to win his 4th World Championship on Sunday provided he finishes in the top 5, while Vettel must outscore him by 17 points to take the title race to Brazil. But the Briton's race strategy may be compromised after his uncharacteristic mistake on his first timed lap on the supersoft tire. Hamilton lost his car through the exit of turn 11 and was fortunate to keep it out of the wall, but the lack of running on the supersoft will have left Mercedes with a lack of data. This doesn't give the Mercedes the ideal scenario, said Sky F1's Paul Di Resta. They can't put all the information into the computers and dictate what the best strategy is. They don't know what that supersoft is going to do. Vettel, meanwhile, made a belated start to the session as Ferrari finished making setup changes to his car. The German was then forced into an early return to the pits and a change of overalls after his extinguisher leaked under his seat. And on his opening flying lap on the Ultrasofts, Vettel went off at the same place as Hamilton before ending up 0.250 seconds off Ricciardo. Driver team time 1. Daniel Ricciardo Red Bull 117.8012. Lewis Hamilton Mercedes 0.1313. Max Verstappen Red Bull 0.1634. Sebastian Vettel Ferrari 0.2505. Kimi Räikkönen Ferrari 0.3416. Valtteri Bottas Mercedes 0.4987. Fernando Alonso McLaren 0.7078. Sergio Perez Force India 0.9279. Nico Hülkenberg Renault 0.97410. Esteban Ocon Force India 1.02111. Carlos Sainz Renault 1.25912. Felipe Massa Williams 1.40513. Brendan Hartley Toro Rosso 1.62214. Lance Stroll Williams 1.72315. Stoffel Vandoorne McLaren 2.04316. Pascal Wehrlein Sauber 2.50517. Kevin Magnussen Haas 2.51718. Marcus Ericsson Sauber 2.56119. Pierre Gasly Toro Rosso 3.94420. Romain Grosjean Haas 7.725. See if Lewis Hamilton can clinch his fourth world championship at the Mexican GP exclusively live on Sky Sports F1. Sunday's race begins at 7 p.m. Want to watch but not got Sky F1? Buy a Now TV Pass from £6.99.